Hello, NBA fans. Daily news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a fan of the Lakers show and I hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give it a like. The Lakers are being contacted by the Golden State Warriors, who are looking to sign LeBron James. Although LeBron James is a superstar and still performs at a high level, he is already 40 years old, and the Lakers could consider a deal to acquire promising young players like Kuminga and Moody, who could emerge as future stars. Because they are young and talented, they could play for many years alongside Luka Doncic. Everything has an end point, and it would be better to trade him now than to lose LeBron for free in free agency. The Lakers need to rebuild their roster to enable Luka Doncic to lead the team to championships. And a trade with the Warriors would be a good idea. Trade suggestion that would drive the NBA crazy: the Lakers send LeBron James to the Warriors and receive young players Kuminga and Moody and a few picks, potentially also receiving veteran and excellent defender Draymond Green. Over the past 18 months, the Warriors have called the Los Angeles Lakers front office several times to explore trade possibilities. LeBron's relationship with the city extends beyond the court. Hollywood deals, Spring Hill entertainment projects, and the desire to play alongside his son Bronny James have prompted a premature exit. However, in 2025-26, the Lakers ushered in the Luka Doncic era, and LeBron's age, 40, has pressured the front office to consider alternatives. LeBron's salary is approximately $52.6 million in 2025-26. To make the trade feasible, the Warriors would need to submit equivalent contracts and comply with rules such as the Stepien rule, which prevent the trading of first-round picks in consecutive years. With Curry untouchable, the trade chips revolved around promising youngsters like Kuminga and Moody, as well as draft picks and even veteran Draymond Green. Lakers' Austin Reaves' decision could greatly impact his future in LA, says Insider. The Los Angeles Lakers are going to have a tough decision when it comes to Austin Reaves. They would like him to be part of their core for years to come, but he might not want to stay in LA. Reaves would be eligible to make more money if he tested the free agent market and decided to leave Los Angeles. He might make the move to leave the Lakers. If the Lakers want more of a defensive-minded guard to play next to Luka Doncic, the Lakers would have to sell Reaves on a bench role. That would be a tough sell, according to one insider. Lakers insider isn't bullish on Austin Reaves staying in Los Angeles. Lakers insider Jovan Buha talked on his show, Buha's Block, about whether or not Reaves is likely to stay in Los Angeles. He doesn't seem confident it will happen. If the Los Angeles Lakers want to keep Austin, I don't see how you can sell him on a bench role, Buha said. If they're moving Austin to the bench, that is shifting things toward him potentially being elsewhere next summer. The Lakers got bounced from the first round of the playoffs last season in large part due to poor defensive play from the backcourt. They allowed the Timberwolves to drive into the paint too easily. Los Angeles signed Marcus Smart in free agency to help with that. It's unlikely that he starts, but the Lakers could look to add a defensive guard next offseason. The Lakers might look to trade Austin Reaves before they lose him for nothing. If Reaves is planning on leaving Los Angeles, it would be smart for the Lakers to explore a trade so that they don't lose him for nothing. They should try to get whatever assets they can in return for him. The rest of the NBA likes what Reaves can do, especially on the offensive end of the court. He showed last year that he can not only score the ball at a high level, but his playmaking improved as well. Last season, Reaves averaged 20.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game. He shot 46% from the field and 37.7% from beyond the three-point arc. Should the Lakers keep former first-round pick Dalton Knecht? The Los Angeles Lakers selected Dalton Knecht with the number 17 pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, pairing him alongside LeBron James with the hopes of landing James his next great shooting specialist. In Jet's lone season at Tennessee, he averaged 21.7 points and 4.9 rebounds per game while shooting 39.7% from three-point range, earning AP First-Team All-American honors in the process. He emerged as one of college basketball's best shooters, and even developed some juice as an on-ball scorer and finisher, seemingly a perfect skill set to transfer to the NBA. Connect carved himself a rotational role early on in his rookie season, averaging 26.4 minutes per game for the month of November. He made the most of his opportunities, scoring at least 20 points 4 times, including a 37-point explosion against the Utah Jazz. Connect was the ideal spot-up floor spacer alongside James and Anthony Davis. His defensive flaws could be hidden by the rest of the athletic roster and Davis's defensive anchoring skills, making for a perfect pairing. Unfortunately for Connect, that would be the peak of his usage with the team. He dropped to 21.1 minutes per game in December, and then wouldn't eclipse 20 minutes per game in any of the following months to close the season. The Lakers sending out Davis in exchange for Luka Doncic was a major component of that, as it became much less justifiable to play Connect alongside both Doncic and Reeves defensively, given the woes of each member in the trio. To make things worse, the Lakers attempted to trade Connect to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Mark Williams. The trade was accepted, but later rescinded after Williams failed to pass his physical, meaning Connect would return to the Lakers even after being traded. As previously mentioned, his role would then decrease immensely. Connect played just 4 total minutes in the Lakers' Round 1 playoff series against the Timberwolves. The Lakers elected to keep Connect throughout the course of the 2025 offseason, leaving his role for the upcoming season up in the air. Judging off the end of last season, Connect doesn't seem to be slotted for the role he had alongside Davis, meaning he may be better suited as a trade asset. Players similar to Connect have excelled alongside Doncic before, however, such as Tim Hardaway Jr. and Reggie Bullock. However, they also had the benefit of solid defensive anchors to protect the paint from the inevitable blowbys. If the Lakers were to opt to trade Connect, Williams would likely be off the market, as the Phoenix Suns acquired him during the 2025 NBA draft. Still, targeting a true rim-running big in exchange for Connect is likely a thought circulating the Lakers' front office. At this point, it seems as though Connect won't be a playoff contributor with how the current roster stands. Lakers finally grant DeAndre Ayton his longtime wish. Ayton is back on a contender. The Los Angeles Lakers will give DeAndre Ayton his chance to play in a winning environment for the first time since 2023. He wanted out of Phoenix, subscription required, and was traded to Portland in the deal that sent Damian Lillard to the Bucks. The Blazers won just 57 games in 2 years and missed the postseason twice. It was a massive change for Ayton. The 7-footer helped the Suns reach the NBA Finals in 2021 and anchored their defense to 3 straight playoff appearances. Phoenix won at least one round every year, but Ayton was unhappy with Monty Williams and further marginalized after the head coach's departure by the Suns acquiring Kevin Durant. He wanted more touches, not less, and a breakup became inevitable. The former number 1 overall pick had well-documented issues, subscription required, in Portland, but the Blazers were a lottery team. Shams Charania reported Ayton wanted a buyout to get to a contending situation. His wish was certainly granted by playing next to Luka Doncic and LeBron James in Los Angeles. Lakers put DeAndre Ayton back in the winning situation he wanted. The Lakers finished 3rd in the Western Conference last season and have 2 of the 10 best players in the world. Luka Doncic has made first-team All-NBA 5 times, and LeBron was still second-team All-NBA last season. King James is over 40, but remains elite. Those 2 alone make LA a contender. There are questions about this move, but Ayton has every reason to be locked in. He is playing for another massive payday and has a chance to get back to the playoffs. The 7-footer won't be a focal point of the Lakers' offense, but he should average 16 points and 10 rebounds per game just working as Luka's pick-and-roll partner and cleaning up misses. Ayton is a massive upgrade over Jackson Hayes and could surprise Lakers fans. Head coach J.J. Redick will have to determine how much he wants to go small, and Ayton's impact will play a key factor. If the big man locks into the scheme, he will play 30-plus minutes every night and have other teams wishing they bought low. Ayton did not have a ton of motivation in Portland, where he still averaged 15.7 points, 10.7 rebounds, 0.9 steals, and 0.9 blocks in 31.5 minutes per game. Lakers fans are salivating thinking about what he can do playing off Doncic. There will be 8 to 10 free points every game from wide-open dunks. That alone could help lift his defensive intensity. The Los Angeles Lakers granted DeAndre Ayton's wish to get back to playing for a contender. They could quickly vault into a serious title threat if Ayton and Marcus Smart shine in their new environments. Both will get every chance as they fill massive holes for the Lakers. Maybe all Ayton needed was playoff basketball to get him to lock in and become the dominant big man scouts projected. Lakers fans will soon find out. Los Angeles Lakers star forward LeBron James is still active with the team and a terrific player, but it probably isn't too early for the Lakers to start thinking about life after him. The 40-year-old is only under contract for one more season and could retire from the league or join another team in free agency in the summer of 2026. Once James departs the Lakers one way or another, who should the Lakers dream of pairing with star guard Luka Doncic? Here are 3 premier players who would make a lot of sense next to Doncic in Los Angeles. Anthony Davis. There are some people who might be surprised to see Davis on this list, as he was a member of the Lakers less than 1 year ago. He was a casualty of Los Angeles's move to trade for Doncic before the 2025 deadline. Davis was also plagued by injury once again a season ago, and there's reason to believe his injury luck won't get any better as he continues to age. He's already 32 years old and will turn 33 in March. But a healthy Davis would be an attractive fit alongside Doncic in part because of his defensive chops. There are few players in the league who are better at defending the rim and making up for their teammates' mistakes on that side of the ball. He would also give the Lakers a dominant scorer at the big man spot, and the team doesn't have a player who fits that bill right now. Newcomer DeAndre Ayton has had some decent scoring seasons in the NBA, but he just recently averaged a career-low 14.4 points per game with the Portland Trail Blazers last season. It's worth noting that for as much as a Davis reunion would make sense for the Lakers on paper, it's unclear if the 10-time All-Star would have any interest in rejoining a team that shipped him away in stunning fashion. The soonest he could become a free agent is 2027. Any other move for him would have to come via trade, which seems especially unlikely. Nikola Jokic. Of the players featured here, Jokic is probably the biggest pipe dream for the Lakers. There's no reason to believe that Jokic is overly anxious for a change of scenery, as he's arguably the best player on the planet and helped the Denver Nuggets to a title somewhat recently in 2023. With that in mind, however, pairing Doncic with Jokic would give the Lakers 2 generational offensive talents, and it's difficult to believe any team would be able to keep Los Angeles's offensive attack in check. Doncic can drop 30 points and 10 assists in his sleep, but so can Jokic, as he averaged a triple-double last season. It would be unwise to double-team either of the 2 players because of how talented they are as playmakers, but at the same time, it's incredibly difficult to keep them from doing damage in one-on-one situations. Essentially, teams would be left guessing about how to defend the Lakers if they were spearheaded by Doncic and Jokic. If there's anything that fans want to cling to in the hope that Jokic will one day join Doncic on the Lakers, it's that the 2 share a tight bond. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo seems to be the player here with the best chance of changing teams in the near future. He's been in trade rumors this offseason after spending the past several seasons playing for middling Milwaukee Bucks teams, and Milwaukee's future doesn't look all that bright with the talent deficit it has. The timing might work out for Antetokounmpo to join the Lakers next offseason. If Antetokounmpo sticks around with the Bucks for one more season and Milwaukee underwhelms again, he could ask out in the summer of 2026 just as James leaves. Another possible scenario is that Antetokounmpo could decline his player option after the 2026-27 season and become an unrestricted free agent in the summer of 2027 and sign with the Lakers then. Antetokounmpo might just be the preeminent two-way player in the NBA today, and his addition would put the Lakers in a prime position to contend for titles in the coming years. But the team would likely have to give up an arm and a leg in any potential trade for him, so pursuing him in free agency down the line would maybe be the smarter move. Bronny James' development emerges before second NBA season. Los Angeles Lakers guard Bronny James is carving his own lane in the NBA while continuing to carry the weight of a famous last name. Entering his second season with the Lakers after being selected 55th overall in the 2024 NBA draft, James is showing steady improvement on the court and beginning to build a cultural footprint off of it. His growth has been visible through both summer league play and his development in the G League, where he logged significantly improved numbers compared to his rookie year in the NBA. Now, his progress is being matched by an early milestone in his off-court brand. Bronny James makes off-court move with Nike. On the court, James has demonstrated he can impact games as a scoring guard with playmaking flashes. Off the court, he is building an identity as part of Nike's LeBron NXXT Gen Series, a performance sneaker line originally launched in February 2025 as a subset of LeBron James' main Nike brand. Per Overtime Kicks, the former USC guard has identified the NXXT line as his favorite option to wear in games, creating a natural connection to his next step. That next step arrived Friday, when sneaker outlet Nice Kicks shared on X that the previously announced Bronny James personal colorway of the Nike LeBron NXXT Genesis will release on September 12. The shoe features an exclusive design tailored to his taste, adding unique detailing but is not a true Bronny James signature model, rather a tribute to the young Lakers guard and his personalized sneaker preferences, Hat Tip Hypebeast. This release represents Nike's confidence in positioning Bronny James alongside his father, but with room to establish his own brand voice. For fans, it adds another storyline to follow in addition to his on-court growth. James' rookie campaign was modest at the NBA level, where he averaged just 2.3 points across 27 games. However, extended minutes in the G League revealed his potential, as he posted 18.6 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 4.8 assists over 18 appearances across regular season and tip-off tournament action. This summer he built on that momentum, closing his second summer league with an 18-point, 5-assist performance against the Boston Celtics. Though the Lakers held him out of their summer league finale against the Denver Nuggets, James' body of work displayed tangible growth as he pushes for rotation minutes in year 2.